Hey, Duane, how are you? This is Duane Fouts, West USA primary broker. Great supporter of Phoenix Realtors, and we want to thank you very much for the support, Duane, over the years. Your past president, as a matter of fact. And I want to know, during this time, how you doing, Duane? How are you and your family doing?
You know what? We're doing awesome. We haven't killed each other yet. We're still married, so we're doing really well. It's a little different in some respects, but not something that we can't work our way through. So we're doing well. All my kids, grandkids are doing well. So my daughter and her husband work in the medical and the firefighter fields, and so I'm always worried about them and the exposure that they're faced with every day on their job. But so far so good. Knock on wood. Things have been real good.
Well, we thank them for their service. It can be scary. I don't know anybody personally that is having any problems, although I do. I have a niece and a nephew that live in New York City, and both they both know people. So It's a whole different world out there. But first and foremost, we're certainly thinking about all of our agents and everybody. Their health and safety is obviously a paramount.
Sure.
I know a lot of agents today, they're certainly calling me, but they're nothing like I'm sure calling you. I know you spent a lot of time outside. I don't think you've caught any of the sky falling, but the world has certainly changed. Where's the market? What do you think? What's Duane's crystal ball say? Where is the market today, and where do you think it's going?
The world according to Duane, huh?
Yeah, Duane's world.
Love it. So honestly, when this virus thing hit originally, our broker phone just lit up with buyers, particularly, and their agents wanting to get out of contracts, figure out how they could manage saving their earnest money if they could, and so forth. And that happened for about a week, maybe 10 days, something like that. And since that time, things have taken a much different tone, a much different feeling, shall we say. People seem to be more understanding of the situation and what they believe that the outcome is going to be. They believe that at least I seem to think that the market is going to stabilize without too much huge impact, and agents are more comfortable in dealing and answering with the questions, it appears like. So for me, I think the market is adjusting quite nicely to it. As a firm, our firm is doing really well. We're not suffering like some firms are, I guess, but we've seen a little bit of a decline in contracts, a little bit of a decline in closings, but nothing significant as compared to what I've heard about other brokers around the country. I heard in California, someplace they were down like 70-some%, which is crazy. Wow. if that number is correct. So.
That's a big number. The Cromford report, and we're all getting weekly numbers on the Cromford report, seems to show that at least on cancellations, that number has leveled off or pretty much flatlined. People are definitely, as you said, adjusting to the life that we have now. This is normal life until it changes.
Right.
What kind of advice are you giving your agents, especially maybe some of the new agents? How are you telling them to do business differently, or are you telling them to do business differently?
Well, we're reaching out a lot through all of the technology aspects. One of the benefits I think is going to come out of this thing is the use of technology that we've been kind of reluctant to do in the past, and so we've really encouraged agents to dig into their database, reach out to their clients, be a source of resources for them. Use the technology that we have. We've done lots of classes about how to hold virtual open houses, how to do virtual showings and so forth, and just adapt, and this isn't going to last forever, but now's the time for those agents to really dig in and practice their skills, get in contact with their database and be a resource. So it seems to be working. I mean, I can't tell you how many agents I've talked to over the last 10 days, 2 weeks, who have said, man, I'm busier than I ever have been. Things are just crazy right now. And I think, well, that's great. That's good to hear, So.
Well, you're a company that has a lot of resources, which is great. And so you're able to implement them and you're definitely someone that knows technology, certainly an early adopter on certain things, which is really something. Do you see, so you see some of these things sticking around then? Some of this, not necessarily the virtual open houses, or where do you see that kind of changing, or will we go back to the way we were doing things before?
Well, I think the tendency is always to go back to where you're comfortable, right? But I think those that learn from this experience and have the ability to adapt, and I think those folks will be leading the game going forward. I mean, it seems to me that there's some benefits. I mean, I've attended a lot of meetings, not with customers obviously, but with industry folks through the Zoom meetings, and man, it's pretty cool, and a lot of business gets done real quickly. So I think this can translate right into the consumer world as well, and you could do, listing presentations virtually. You could certainly do showings virtually, and that's going to, in my opinion, make the process better for everybody. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, tendency is to go back to what you're comfortable with, and hopefully there'll be enough of the high flyers out there that are willing to adopt this, and it'll change our industry for the better over time. So.
Well, those are great positive thoughts, and I know the people at West USA are lucky to have you. We're certainly lucky to have you as someone that supports Phoenix Realtors. We talk a lot about what Phoenix Realtors is doing. Duane, what can Phoenix Realtors do what do you think we can do? Is there something in particular we can do for West USA agents, or something in particular that you see that we're doing that you'd like us to do more?
Well, first of all, I'm proud to be a lifetime member of the Phoenix Realtors. They've always been my primary board. I've supported them for 30 plus years that I've been in the business, and the organization is a wonderful organization and getting better as time goes by, I think. So that part is good. For West USA perspective, as you know, we just moved our firm as a primary member at the Phoenix Realtors, and that was a big decision for us, and we couldn't be happier. The support we've got, the staff over there has been just absolutely wonderful. So from that perspective, we're thankful and wish that to keep up that good relationship.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm really proud of what you and the board of directors are doing as far as the organization. I think it's a really a positive change. From the standpoint of our agents, obviously they have a lot on their plate from this coronavirus issue, and the information that seems to be coming out from both the Phoenix Realtors, actually all the associations, but Phoenix Realtors in particular, is very on point, timely, and that's important. And I'm positive that you have the resources there. If a member reaches out to you, that you can point them in the right direction if you can't help them right on at the time. So that's important to the membership for sure.
Well, we're trying to be nimble.
You're doing wonderful. You absolutely are.
That's we always want to use the word nimble, and in parentheses we put Duane Fouts.
Okay.
Because we know that I know that's a good word for you, and we were able to incorporate that into a lot of our documents thanks to your support and your past leadership. Duane, thank you again for everything. We certainly wish you and West USA all the success in the future, and certainly during this crisis, everyone's safety. We love everyone to continue to be practicing safe social distancing and to be profitable going forward in the future. So thank you again, Duane, and thank you, West USA.
You're very, very welcome. And personally, anytime I can help the Phoenix Realtors, you know how to reach me. And from a company perspective, thank you for all the support you've offered us in the last several months.
Terrific.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.